Today I want to talk about the importance of taking care of yourself first, and in some ways being a bit more selfish so that you can be there for others. And it's something that I was thinking about, I think it was a few months ago when I was about to go for a walk. And it's like it hit me because I think a friend of mine was asking for help or support or reaching out to me. And even though I was busy, I was still in a place where I was able to give that energy to her instead of being in a place where I'm overwhelmed with, or I put the other person first, I help them, and then I neglect myself and what I want to do, or what is important to me, or what I know is important to me, or I need to do to be in a good mental space. And I remember I was looking down, I was about to wear my shoes, and that's when I got this realization, oh, so this is why it's important to put yourself first and take care of yourself first. Because when you do that, that's when you can be there for others and you can be present. And and that's why I think for you to be selfless, you need to be selfish first because it's really hard to pour from an empty cup, as it's like a saying that I think goes around quite a bit, but it's true. And I had a time when, even like with coaching, initially a lot of the things that I would teach my clients, I would practice and apply them first in my life, and that's how I started to get into coaching initially anyways. I was into self-development. That's what I was doing. I was passionate about it. Then I started to cut myself out, where I help the client or something that I learned, I give it straight to the client and I cut myself out. And I started to feel miserable. And I was like, I don't know what's happening. Why am I feeling miserable doing something that I thought I enjoy, I thought I like, I know I'm really good at. But that's where I understood that I started to neglect myself and put myself second. And that's where I needed to take few years back from, or like step back from coaching and actually focus on myself, learn to prioritize myself, work on myself. And that's when I got back to coaching. I was keeping in mind that I do need to take care of myself first, regardless of what's going on. I need to put myself first because if I don't take care of myself, I can't really show up for others. Not in the best way possible, anyways. I will show up, but it probably would be not as good, not as present, burnt out, tired. And with that, the level or like the quality of help that I can give is way low. So that's where I would suggest you to think on some ways how you can prioritize yourself or self-care or doing something that you enjoy. In my case, for the most part, it is exercise, um, or doing my cold swims, or sometimes it is just like meeting friends or going to play basketball. But a lot of it does involve some self-development or challenging myself, learning something new. Um, but you have to know what is it for you, because something that works for one person might not work for somebody else. You have to know what is it that you can do for yourself that makes you pour into your cup so that you can then be there for others. And then make sure that you find time for yourself. Initially, if you're going through a busy season, or, well, actually, in busy seasons, it's more important, which probably will be another video. Um, but um, I would say ideally try to find at least 30 minutes a day for yourself to do something you enjoy, something that is important to you. Um, and make sure that it's a non-negotiable. Just like you would show up for work, just like you show up for your kids, make sure that the time for yourself that you allocate for yourself, things that you want to do, make sure you make it a non-negotiable because it is important.